Alright guys, well, being as I'm down here, I might as well, sorry about the noise, there's a helicopter going over. While I'm down here, I'll have a little chat with you about the clutch setups on a Metro Turbo. Now, I've done a few upgrades on mine. One of mine being the pre-Verto conversion, linking onto having the uprated arms that you can buy from like mini spares. Rather than it having like a ball joint on the end, it's got more of a blade. It takes a little bit of the slapping out of the clutch movement, if you like. Especially if you're using it for, like, say, Santa pods, that kind of stuff. It just takes out the element of movement that you don't necessarily want when you're going to be sort of racing or something like that. Now, mine is converted to a pre-Verto. So I'm running a grey grade diaphragm with a 5 paddle sinted clutch plate, and I've got a lightened back plate and a lightened flywheel. So yeah, it's not got a massive top end speed, but off the mark it's pretty venomous. So I went down that route simply just because I was destroying clutch plates. So for me, that, you know, this is the only kind of conversion that seems to work and is enabled to me to get the power down from the engine down onto the wheels without losing too much through the engine. Now, it's not the cheapest of setups, but it is kind of a simple upgrade to do. I think there's probably around about sort of 200-300 quid there. Without doing that, you'll find that if you've got any sort of performance enhancements in the engine, like this has been sort of heavily modified, you know, the gas flow porting, bigger pistons, straight cut Quaife gearbox, so it's got lots of upgrades that would warrant doing the clutch upgrade. If you were running a standard 1275 type setup, sort of factory setup, if you like, it probably doesn't warrant doing any clutch upgrades. It's only once you sort of start going up in the brake horsepower that you would really need to really do those upgrades. I'm just trying to think if there's anything other than that. I mean, you'll just need to be careful of the pressures and that. Make sure that obviously you've got decent seals and stuff in there, because obviously if you've got oil leaking out of the crank seal, then obviously it's going to affect the clutch's performance. The luxury with the sinted clutches is they actually don't mind a little bit of oil, but not too much. Otherwise they do tend to slip and get a bit juddery. The only downside to running a grey grade performance clutch, full rally spec clutch, is that if you're going to use your car every day, you'll find that you'll end up driving it quite hard to get the clutch, because it tends to be either a kind of on or off, rather than the kind of nice balance that you would get with maybe like an orange or you know, something like that tend to come in a little bit more gradually. So it's a fine balance. If you want the performance, obviously I wanted the performance. This is not my everyday car. This is just a toy, really. So I don't mind getting in it and driving it and having a bit of fun with the clutch. And it is a bit juddery getting it in, but if you're going to drive it hard, say like Santa Bod, you know, you're literally throwing the clutch in to get it to engage straight away. So if you've got any questions or more bits and pieces on the clutches, then let me know and I'll come back to you as best I can. Alright, be safe.